There's a universality of experience that we all go through when it comes to grief and loss. And yet, it's still, unfortunately, one of the great mysteries, and we keep it far too much of a secret.
Death is very painful, but I feel the most painful of all is grief. Grief is forever.
Death ends a life, but it doesn't end the relationship, which goes on and on and on and on. And people have to deal with that relationship after the person's gone. And that's the process that someone needs to take care of.
So everyone has their own process. Everyone needs their own time. Everyone experiences things differently, and our house was a safe place to do that.
There are many people who have to survive deaths of families, of children, of parents. There's nowhere to go other than to places like our house. This is a magnificent organization.
You know, we're always scrapping to get something together, and whether it was gum or toothpicks or any donations.
We used to meet in her living room with pizza and sit on the floor.
We would be making baskets for the events, the charity events, and in her home, and kind of have an assembly line going.
Well, how do we even do this? And how do we didn't have Google. We just had to sort of get books and figure out how other people have done it.
We were all kind of saying, okay, we've got to, really open our checkbooks here.
Does anybody have like $20? Do you have $100?
Yeah.
I mean, there really were points early on when we were talking about whether we'd have to close up shop.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, we had a hospice program at Cedars-Sinai. And we were told that we had to have volunteers to be a certified program. And Joanne came on, and then she took this idea of bereavement counseling and ran with it.
Joanne and I were very dear friends, and we walked every Saturday and Sunday, and we hiked up hills, and she had this great idea of starting a group that would take care of kids and young widows and widowers. But she said, I just don't think I can do it. And I'd be pushing her up the hill and saying, you can do it.
But then she just took it and ran and just took everybody with her. And we all just got swept up by her enthusiasm. And look what we have today.
All of the 20 have made our house what it is today because each of them came with a different personality, a different skill, a different need to be on a board like this. And their differences represented the differences of everybody that comes into our house.
I remember Joanne had me at her home, and I could tell I was done for. She has this tremendous passion for the organization, and she had this vision and this dream, and I could tell this was somebody who's actually going to fulfill their dreams.
When Joanne asks you to do something with such commitment and passion, it's impossible to say no.
I learned what she was doing, and I became extremely interested. And from then on, I have watched this grow, and I hope it grows and grows and grows.
One thing to make the impact immediately with the individuals that are in grief. But that wasn't enough for our house, right? They said, no, there are other needs here. There's schools, there's the educational component, there's, the educating of professionals.
I see us going into more schools, more counties and cities, and we're starting our satellite programs.
She had a dream, and she had a mission, and look where we are today. I mean, after 20 years, I got very emotional coming here tonight.
This is a powerful, powerful beginning.
20 years may just be the beginning for groups like this. They're probably going to go on and on and on.
All of those seeds that got planted along the way, I don't think anything failed. I think it all grew tremendously.